Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Monday, January 5th, 2009, and I hope you all had a great holidays. And I know it's been a while since I've done my last video. I had a sickness that was going around and actually lost my voice for a while, so I'm feeling much better today. Anxious to get back in the markets, and I hope you were too. And it's always good to come back from a break because you feel refreshed and ready to go after those pips. So let's go ahead and get started with today's update. I have a 15-minute chart open and a 4-hour chart open for the cable. And first thing I want to do is take a look at my long-term trend. So I'm looking at my 4-hour chart. If I move it back to what it looked like before midnight, this is what you would have seen. Our last trend change candle was back here on the 1st, and it changed the trend from down to up. You can see a lot of volatility around there. And since then, we have not had any new trend change candles, so our trend has remained up since then. So only looked for long trades today, and it's pretty easy to determine the trend. The only time it kind of gets tricky is if your trend changes during your trading session, but if not, then it's pretty straightforward. So now I can go to my 15-minute chart. I'm just going to move it to before midnight. Before I start trading, I want to take a look at my news events for the day. So I'm just going to go to babypips.com, and you can click on this Tools tab, and it'll put up the news events for the day. And we're looking for news that affects the cable or the dollar, the sterling or the dollar. And if you look, we didn't have any major news events going on for either of the currencies, so pretty straightforward and wide open for today's trading. So now we're ready to begin trading. We're looking for long trades. There's no news to watch out for, so we can just go ahead and begin. And you can see right at 12 o'clock we had a crossover for a long trade. RSI is above 50, but stochastics are trending down. MACD is also positive from the candle before, so not a good signal here. You don't want to enter. You can see we do get sideways movement. Here we get another crossover, but again, stochastics are trending down. MACD was already positive, so this is not a valid entry. We'll just continue to move forward. Here we get a crossover at 5:15. RSI is above 50. MACD is negative and gaining value. Now let's zoom up on our stochastics and see what's going on. If I open it real wide, you can see this red line is my fast stochastics, and you can see that it had not crossed up, so technically this is still trending down, and that would make this an invalid signal, so no entry for me on that one as well. Okay, continue to move forward. Here we get a crossover at 9 a.m. RSI is above 50, stochastics trending up, and MACD is negative and gaining value, so this is a valid entry finally. So we would enter at the close of this candle at 45.34. Our stop is at the most recent swing low at 44.73. And our nearest 50-year zero level is right at 45.50, and we're about 16 pips away, so not a huge profit potential there, but it's big enough for us to set our target at 45.50. I move forward, and you can see that our target was hit at 9:30. Price didn't make a clean break here, so you would want to close out your trade. And a common question that comes up is whether or not we set a take profit order or a limit order on our brokers. And what I do is I don't actually do that. I just leave a mental take profit level at 45.50. Once I see that it's not really going to make any more moves in our direction, then I'll just close out as much as possible and try to get as many pips as I can. So in this case, I got out at 45.45, not quite at 45.50. So that'll happen, but you know, the point is just to make a mental note of that area. And watch what happens next. And then we just move forward, and price did continue to move up. Unfortunately, we were already out of the trade, but now that was the rest of the trading day and nothing else going on. So that was pretty much it. Just one small trade, but kind of a nice way to ease back into the market. Of course, we want more pips, but can't be greedy, and I'll take a small win over a loss any day, so I'm very happy to get back in the market and get trading again. So if you have any questions, feel free to post it on the blog or the forums, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. But until then, I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.